3D Rising is here in Kentfield, California at Marin Catholic, where we just watched Marin Catholic take down Oak Ridge by a score of 9-8 in overtime. We're talking to Marin Catholic head coach Matt Ogelsby. Coach, thanks for your time here. Congrats on the win. Just take us through the victory, what was going right for you guys early in the game, and then take us through how you were able to survive there late on.
You know, it's early season, so your kids are going to make a lot of mistakes. We started out a little flat. I saw it in the warm-ups. The energy level wasn't there, and a couple failed clears. They won the ground ball battle in the first half. They were really doing well on face-offs. I know that they have a good face-off guy, so we tried to pull him at first, and that didn't work. And then we brought in our sophomore, Josh Peavy, who played really well, and kind of won more face-offs than we were doing in the beginning. So that was a big key to our getting the ground balls and the possession. I think we did well on the possession throughout the game, but we did make some mistakes. I mean, we had the lead most of the game. In the fourth quarter, we had our opportunities, and we hit a couple pipes, and they came down and scored and made it close. And then, again, we don't have the field that often. At Marin Catholic, we're sharing, the field with women's soccer, and they're in NCS, so we're not practicing every situation 2 hours a day. We get an hour, we get some film, but it's just, we need the reps. So we're coming down up 2 goals with 3 minutes. One of our stars takes a shot, comes back, they tie it. And then another one of our captains is trying to dodge 2 or 3 poles. We have an easy pass, take it behind, he tries to swim, they take it down, they score, tie, OT. And then our guys stepped up, John Sutro made a great play. He drew the double and found Jack Collier and he found the back of the net. So it was a good ending to the game. That's what I was looking for the entire game, that kind of offense where we're drawing, moving the defense, and finding the shorties.
You've been here now, you said, for 4 years. Just talk about your approach. You said, you may have some limitations in terms of field size and practice ability, but talk about the reps and what you're trying to do. What's your approach to developing the players here?
Well, my approach is that I was taught by the best, Mike Pressler at Duke, and there were times when I didn't like Coach Pressler because he was pushing me. He was always yelling at number 28 to get better and raise the bar and win sprints, win the practices, win the ground balls, because you don't turn on that light switch, and that's what light switch at the game time. You got to practice that. You got to rep it. So. I'm a high energy coach. I'm always saying if you bring the energy like I do, we're going to be all right. And so my approach is exactly like Coach Pressler. It's all about the system. It's all about the culture and buying into it, and that's going to lead to a lot of success. So, in my first 3 years at the helm, we've had great coaches. Joey Zanke last year coached, Warren Pringle. Obviously, everyone knows Sankey from Carolina and the Charlotte Hounds. He's on Team USA now. Warren Pringle was a 4-time goalie, All-American at Sonoma State. And then we had Stephen Coyle from Duke. So I have great coaches, Kyle Van Thoth, the Allemon brothers. Van Thoth's from upstate, went to Penn State, and just came out from Rochester. So we have great, innovative young coaches. The kids love that. And it's way easier to buy into the system and the culture when you have those kind of guys that you look up to. I mean, literally, we would watch film and Zanke would be, all the commentators were doing color, and Quinn and all those guys were talking about Joey Zanke. So kind of what the kids wanted to listen to Joey Zanke and Kyle Van Thoth a lot. So, and Stephen Coyle won a national championship at Duke, so it was pretty good.
Just talk about what you think this team needs to do to improve throughout the course of the season.
We have to buy into the system and culture. I mean, that's the bottom line. We know how to play lacrosse. I didn't love the ball movement today. Again, we're always trying to find the shorties after moving the defense. And then while the defense is recovering, that's when we're attacking. We're not trying to be one-dimensional, we're trying to be three-dimensional. So we're trying to get more efficient shots. I'm always talking about the Warriors too, because in our backyard we have the Golden State Warriors, and I just love the way Steve Kerr has everyone buy into the defense, which sparks transition, and then the efficiency on offense and finding shots within 7 yards. I mean, that's what we're trying to do, trying to get shots in close, inside the paint.
As a guy who played at a high level at Duke University, played at Haverford, played at Lawrenceville, you come from lacrosse country. Talk about the growth of lacrosse out here and just what you're seeing.
Well, I got here in 1996. There were under 1,000 kids playing, and now there's tens of thousands of kids playing. I mean, it's unbelievable. Right down here in Southern Marin, Ross Valley, Nevada, this corridor here in the North Bay, all the way up to Napa and Petaluma have some really good talent at the young levels. I believe at Southern Marin they have 160 U10 players that have tried out this year. They have a 600-person program, one of the biggest in Northern California. Northern California is drawing great guys. I mean, we're getting looks at some D1, D3, and club programs. And, I do this for a living. So at All West Lacrosse, we're developing these kids from pre-K all the way up through high school. And it's a great lifestyle. Love living here in Northern California. We talk about, you don't get to see it from the stadium, but there's Mount Tam right over there. And we love being part of this community and doing battle here at the base of Mount Tam.
Well, Coach, thanks so much for your time and congrats on this exciting win today.
Thanks for being here.